On November 5th, Harris County voters will decide whether to keep the sheriff we have or make a complete change, as in former Houston police officer and former Houston City Council member Mike Knox. Mike Knox joins us this morning to make his case to you, the voters. Mike, people want public safety improved. How would you do it as sheriff?
Well, first of all, what we need is a sheriff that's going to be a strong leader. I think our RNC demonstrated that this past week, where we're looking for strong people to do the right thing, to follow the Constitution, and that sort of thing. Currently, our sheriff basically is just holding the wheel. He's not doing anything innovative or creative, and really has no idea what to do about the jail situation, not to mention the crime problems in the county. You know, we have an increase in human trafficking and that sort of thing, and we have very few deputies assigned to that issue, and we need to refocus and reorganize how we deal with those issues. With the jail, we need somebody who's going to take charge, to recognize their constitutional obligation to keep people alive long enough to have their day in court, and that's been a problem in the jail recent years. Of course, we have people escaping from the jail now, so there's a lot of problems going over there, and the sheriff has yet to appear before the Texas Jail Commission in person. He's always sending subordinates in there. Well, it's his job to do that, and not his subordinates' job to do that.
I'm going to go straight to it. What's the deficit in leadership that you would fill?
Well, I've got some ideas about how to deal with the jail and how to deal with these crime issues. One of the things that I want to do is engage the Commissioner's Court in rethinking how we do our jails in general. We're operating basically as a mini prison, and so we need a facility for a minimum security, a medium security, and a maximum security, and we also have to provide for those with psychological issues and concerns. We need to restructure how we operate the jail system. We may need to build some more jails, and somebody needs to be in front of the Commissioner's Court talking to them about those issues.
How would you talk to the Deputies Association? You know, they've been chronically underpaid, they're underworked, they're having trouble recruiting.
Well, that's another sign that our sheriff is not paying attention to business. I mean, his troops are under the impression now that they can't rely on the sheriff to get them better pay and benefits through the Commissioner's Court, so they're trying to get collective bargaining, which is going to be an issue, really, because the collective bargaining requires that the leadership of the union has to negotiate with the decision maker in the department. Well, is that the sheriff or is that the Commissioner's Court? Because the Commissioner's Court has to approve the budget. Now, if the state legislature actually does that and they go through the Commissioner's Court, then you've undermined your sheriff. You see, so there's going to be some problems with that, but I can promise the deputies that when I get on there, one of the things that I want to do is take care of them. We need to create a culture, a sheriff's culture of professionalism, self-discipline, and that sort of thing within the department itself in order to convince our commissioners to give us the money that we need.